Hey, this Mac, the Halal Goat. Make sure y'all subscribe to Beers and Bottles on their YouTube and their Patreon for the latest and exclusive content. Big ups Louis J. Big ups to homie GL. And one more thing.
Yeah. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Flyest niggas. Baddest models. Poppin' shit. Poppin' bottles.
It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Bids.
And Bottles.
We're here with our special guest today.
Yes, they are. Paris Banks. What's up, everybody?
Paris.
Thanks. We pulled up to the bag.
Everyone, my special guest. Yes, they are. No, let's have some fun, man. We just here. So, you know what I mean? We usually, when we talk about, before we get into the meat of potatoes or what we usually get into, let's talk about our weekends. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was calm. I went to the beach.
Right.
Got my house clean.
I seen your walk through the beach. We was on your page.
Yeah, I'm at the beach like 2 or 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
My second house, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And what else did you do? So you just was beach and just house?
It was a calm weekend.
Right.
Yeah, I had some meetings this week, so I just took it easy, got the house in order.
Got you.
What's beach vibe etiquette? Like, what's fun to do at the beach?
Well, really, my vibe at the beach is like, I might drink sometimes, but I like to just, I'll play my handpan steel drum, listen to the waves, just get a tan.
You play a what?
My handpan steel drum.
What the hell is that?
It looks like a little mini saucer. You probably seen it on my Instagram. It'd be like ding ding.
Oh yeah. I did see it.
So yeah, when I
You
had
out there
time, I
being
just did it
creative.
before I came here actually.
Oh, you was doing that. You was
Yeah,
having
it was
fun.
like this little river with a little waterfall. I made a little video. You'll see that coming this week.
You showing your white girl side for sure right now.
That's my piece. I love nature. Yeah.
Right. How was your weekend?
My weekend was cool, calm. Was outside a little bit. I missed Cardi B party. I was sick with it. We ain't feel like taking that drive, but when I seen everybody that was there, like, this was a good time.
When y'all was with her a couple weeks ago, man, I was mad as hell. I'm like, bro, I'm always missing the events when y'all be with her.
You be in the house, man?
Yeah, you're right.
New York.
Me too.
New York party's a little later, man.
Yeah, they want to come in the house 7 a.m. You trying to make me lose my lose my marriage. This guy crazy.
If you got a curfew, just say that.
Yeah, I got a curfew.
I like to go to sleep.
I'm saying. This nigga said, you got a curfew. Just said, yeah, I got a curfew.
How was your weekend?
This past week, my wife, grandmother passed away. R.I.P. Linda Faye.
My condolences.
So we kind of was just family vibes. I don't believe I really stepped out this weekend. If I did, it was like a blur. You know what I mean? It was like something real quick. Right. It wasn't really nothing, but it's mainly just family, doing stuff with the family. And just, figuring out how we could come closer together, you know what I mean? But my wife family, she already like one of them type of families that still eat out on Sundays, still come to Big Mama house. They grandmother, they great grandmother still living. She 194 or something. She older, so she's still in that. They still in that family mood, that family vibe. So it was just a great. I guess it was a great weekend. Like it was like, up and down. Like it was great that we get to see everybody. It was horrible that Linda Faye passed, but at the same time, it was one of the moments that we still just relished in and just enjoyed each other's company. You know what I'm saying?
Good memories, good vibes.
As the man of the family in those moments, do you feel like you gotta hold it down, or did you get a chance to grieve? Or
I'm not gonna lie, man. My wife. Not to put my wife's business out there, but my wife's mother's a teen mom. So she had my wife at a very, very young age, 15, 16 years old. So the person that passed away, Linda Faye, is who helped raise my my wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was like her mother. Yeah. So, and then, not just my wife's mother was a great mother.
Right.
Mother was, but she just was young. So she needed help at the, the first beginning of the stages. She was younger. So, my wife's still taking it hard. I made her go out. She bought tickets to the Usher concert. She didn't want to go with her girlfriends. I made her go to the. Go ahead, man. You can spend your $400. Not saying to say, you know what I mean. Just go out. Your friend wanted to take her to dinner tonight in the city. She was like, "Don't you got your podcast?" Because my car flooded out. I gotta wait till I give him a new whip in probably a week or two. So I told her, man, just drop me off. I figured the fuck out. You know what I mean? Go with your girlfriends out tonight to the city. And go.
Could Usher feed her a cherry?
No, I'm not doing all that. You know what type of nigga I am. I'm just saying, but to answer your question though, you absolutely. I felt like I couldn't cry this weekend. You know what I mean? Even though my emotions was running wild, I went to the side and just gave it a little bit. Wait till she went to sleep, and I cried. You know what I mean? A little bit.
Oh, so you cry?
Yeah, I cry, especially when death. You know, certain things like babies being born, for some reason I don't really cry. But when death come and somebody you love, man, that shit just hit different.
It's hard. It really
Yeah,
is.
so it was a different thing. So I definitely cried about it. You know what I mean? Definitely cried about
It's
it.
understandable.
Yeah. But let's get into it. Fuck all the small talk.
Off the hello?
Fuck all the small talk.
Small talk. This nigga's crazy.
I got a two-part question for you. We got to get right into the interview, right? Rumor says that you did porn before, right? That's
Oh, you getting straight to it.
Getting straight to it.
Off the hello.
And then I heard that you was shot. You was shot by your ex-boyfriend.
Got hit too wild.
These are two. Fuck all
I'm
this.
not even gonna ease it in there.
We
like,
can't ease it in there.
Move them up a little bit.
They don't
Yeah,
we
damn,
going
no
right
foreplay.
No foreplay. So look, it's two.
I didn't even know he was gonna ask that.
Yeah, he ain't even know the second one.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah. This how we do it. We got to see how you did the emotions is. You see how you sat back. We got to put the people got to see you. We got to talk about it. We gonna talk about it. So
all right, what you want to know?
I just told you. So I answered the two questions. Whichever
Did you
one
do
you wanna answer
porn?
first. Did you do porn? Answer that first.
I mean, everybody knows that. Yes.
Ain't no secret.
It ain't no everybody don't know.
I mean,
Our
I
audience
didn't
don't know it.
Well, I mean, pretty much. If you watch porn and if you ever heard the name Paris Banks, you
Right.
know that I.
Was that a time in your life where you felt like you needed to do this to escape from something, or you just did it just for the money? I need to make the money.
You know, it's a lot deeper than that. Let me take it back. Before I did porn, I danced.
Okay.
And things of that nature. But I didn't always do that. I used to have a regular job and all that. But when I was 19, I got pregnant with my son. Me and his father lived in Philadelphia. And 5 days before I gave birth, he got into a motorcycle accident and he died.
Oh,
man,
damn.
tragic.
Sorry to hear that.
So I know how it feels to grieve somebody and
Right.
you know, it could take a while. And it did take a little bit for me. I wrote about it in my book, actually, at the end of my book.
Tell me the name of the book.
The book is Before the Light, Becoming Paris Banks.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
I like yo, turn this air on, bro. I can't do it. Yeah, turn the air on.
It is hot in here. Yeah, my book is everywhere on all platforms that you can buy a book. It's on Amazon. What's that? Not Amazon. Audible.
Your Audible.
I do have a recorded version that's in my voice. It's actually dope. I have like little sound effects to it, kind of gives you the vibe of listening to a movie.
I wanna chop it up with you after that about this, because I'm 4 or 5 chapters into my book and I don't know what to go with afterwards.
God.
So
this nigga been working on a book for 15 years.
Nah, for about a year or two.
It's
10.
a lot of work.
I'm writing it myself.
It's a lot of work. I will say that I actually managed to write my book, fully publish it to where it was ready to be put out and record the
audio
Audible within this year, this 2026.
Damn.
In the last 8 months. But I had to go hard and not stop at it. Instead of me going into the studio to do music, I took like 2 months straight that I was just going in there and recording Audible sessions.
Right.
Yeah, like straight with my engineer. This wasn't something I recorded at home. This cost like breads to produce. So
Yeah, this is something different.
I took it real serious.
I think
it's the first of a 3-part series. So
that's nuts.
Yeah.
So all right, so moving on from the porn, you did the porn.
Hold on. I got some porn questions. If we gonna talk about DIOR,
then we can get deeper into it if you want. I don't mind. I've spoken on it. But him passing away ultimately led to me going to the club for the first time, learning what Backpage was at one point.
Backpage was it back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't know what anything or that lifestyle ever was up until that first night that I danced and the girl that took me in the club. I was the only white girl in there for one, so it was like I didn't know how to dance either. It was just like a whole crazy experience. And I asked her like, "Yo, what are you doing after this? If we don't make the money we need to make or whatever?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the Backpage thing." I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm with you." And it was like a whole roller coaster of a night, but I walked out making a good couple thousand, like 3,000-4,000.
Okay.
And this was back a minute ago. This was 15 years ago.
This before the porn.
This before the porn.
So you was doing Backpage and stuff before the porn.
Well, I mean, I
it was
did
part
it.
of this
It
stripper
wasn't something
lifestyle.
like I was doing, but it was something I was introduced to like the very first night that I ever danced. And let me
Got
just
you.
say, the night that I danced, I didn't know I was going to a club to dance. I thought I was going to hang out with this girl that was just taking me out to a club for a good time.
So what you have on to dance? What you
It's
dancing
crazy.
your
I wrote
thong?
about all this shit in my book. So basically, right, I was going through like a really heavy depression, losing his father. I was on all kind of like depression medicine, anxiety medicine for 4 months straight, and finally it was like a whole Ziploc bag full. I looked at that shit and I was like, I can't even remember the last 3-4 months of all of like the trauma that I've been going through and everything I've been doing, just crying every day because I'm so sedated. So I threw all that shit in the trash and I never looked at another pill again. Literally.
Right.
And I was looking for a way of like, I had like, you know, little crappy hustles here and there that weren't like, I used to do street shit when I was younger, but what I was doing now at this point, having a kid, was like getting over on stores type of thing. Put it
Gotcha.
like that. It wasn't no drug type of shit. So I was like completely out of that game. And I ran into this girl that I used to live with in this house where we rented a room, me and his father. And she rented a room upstairs or whatever.
He was black.
Yeah.
I knew it.
He's stupid.
When she said Philly, I knew it.
Yeah. So I happened to run into her and I was telling her like, yo, I gotta get out the house. I need to figure out a new way to make some money. And she was like, yo, just come outside with me tonight. I didn't know. I'd never been outside with her before. I didn't know she was a dancer.
Oh, you ain't even know what she was into.
No, I didn't. So, you know, I just went dressed like normal when I picked her up, except back then I didn't really have money or like a lot of clothes like that. Right. So I went in whatever I thought I had was the nicest to go to a regular club to get drinks type of vibe, right? And I pulled up and she was like, what the fuck are you wearing? She ripped me up. She ended up taking me upstairs, giving me some outfits, some heels, a bag, all that shit. And she was like, yo, you got to get with it in like 5 minutes, learn how to walk right quick, like all that, because you about to go into the club, you're gonna get to it. And I was like, girl, I don't even know how to dance. It was just crazy.
So you was up there. So how you make that ass clap if you don't know how to even dance?
So the first time I walked into the club, it was like a North Philly joint, like real hood. And at a certain time, they would lock the doors where nobody else could come in because they would put on like full new live shows on the stage where they're not supposed to be doing that shit though, right?
Right. That's some down south shit.
So yeah, the very first person, like she kind of ditches me in the club. Right, because I'm trying to like tag along with her, and she's like, "Yo, you can't follow me around. You gotta go do your own thing because you're scaring off. You know, guys gonna think he gotta get both of us or whatever if he ain't got the money for it." I get it now, but then I didn't get it. I was just like, "Damn, she threw me to the wolves." Right. So the very first guy that I asked, like, he actually called me over. He was like, "Hey, Blondie," type of shit, and I look up and it's Carlton Banks from from what's that show?
From Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes.
Are you serious?
Is that where you get? Is that where you get your name from?
No, but you know what? That's actually a coincidence, right? Yeah. No, actually, I got that name when I started porn. I used to go by Diamond back then. Okay. Yeah. So that was the first. He like called me over, and I knew who he was or whatever, but I didn't make a big deal about it. He gave me my dance money and shit. I gave him one dance, and then this girl grabbed me right up, and she was like, "Hey, you should come on the stage with me." And I was like, I don't know how to dance. I didn't know, you know, stage. I'm like thinking like a pole or some shit. I've never really been in a club like that before. This stage didn't have no pole at all. It was just an elevated stage. She was like, don't worry about that. Just act like you're into girls and, you know, just follow my lead type of shit. And I'm like, all right. So music starts. She takes off her heels. I'm like, oh, this is about to get real fucking ratchet. And she starts walking onto the stage, so I just follow her. I'm still in my heels or whatever. And she ends up like, we basically put on this show that made it feel like a girl on girl vibe, but we weren't actually doing anything. We were just like imitating that. She was touching on me, all that type of shit. You know,
fake licking it.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
But I still had my panties on and shit. I only took off my top. I was so scared. But we made a decent, quick money at like 8 minutes up there, right? Quick. Yeah. And I was like, all right. So I get off the stage, and the girl I came with was hella pissed. Like, she
you ain't do that with me.
Yeah. I guess that was code. Like you came with
me. You just kicked me.
Right. That's how I felt. But I get, you know, I didn't know the code then of like you come with a girl and you're gonna get money with another girl. Like whoever you're gonna get money with, you're supposed to do that with the person you came with. Unless you come solo, then it's a free game or whatever. But
got you.
I was just like that. Like, damn, you threw me out there. So yeah, that's kind of how the first night of dancing went. It was wild. And then we left there, and she had this whole pimp.
Back up. She had a pimp?
She had this whole pimp. She was like, I'm going to go meet my homie. And I'm not going to say his name. She's like, we're going to ride with him. We're going to park up or whatever. And he's gonna take us to go catch a play. So I still don't know what Backpage is. I didn't even really have a phone back then like that with Google. It's fucking 15 years ago. So I'm like, all right, I only ever knew plays to be, like
Drugs, yeah.
right? I'm like, all right, let's get it, I guess. And we get in the car with him. We end up going to this hotel on the boulevard. And we get out, and I realized quickly, like, what's going down. The security guard was in on it that worked there at the hotel. He was, like, giving him clientele and shit for the girls. And we walk into this hotel room, and it's, like, 7 or 8 other girls that are sitting in there on these 2 beds.
This is beautiful. This sounds like a beautiful time.
You was nervous, or you was like, fuck it, we here now?
I was so fucking scared. And when that door opened, I was like, because I never knew, like, I had only ever heard the word prostitution, right? But I never, like, knew what that lifestyle was about. I grew up pretty much as a church girl. And when I left home at 16, I was just with my son's father. I wasn't a club girl. I wasn't in the streets like that. Like, I had a job. I was working at fucking Rite Aid. Like,
I bought some pussy off Backpage before like 2010.
oh my God.
I'm telling you, I had the time of my life.
Right.
Where you was at?
I was in DC. I had the time of my life in DC.
I ain't never
2010.
participate.
That was a long
Yeah,
time
I bought
ago.
a lot of pussy in my life. I bought.
Oh my God. I mean, you pay for it in a way, right? Any kind of way, right? Like,
If I'm not only having been like, so look, met my wife in 2011. I was in a relationship. I met her coming out of a relationship, so it was like in between. And I was younger than 19 to like 23 or 4. So I'm cheating on her all the time. I got 9, 10. But you know the shit we used to be doing. That
Nah, no
talking about
Cody's.
this on another
No Cody's.
podcast. I heard you talking about that. Yeah.
Right, so I'm saying, you know what I mean? Early in those days, I was introduced to Backpage probably like 2010, 2009. Before
You
that,
being a street nigga, you wasn't worried about getting robbed or nothing, or set up?
I robbed plenty of people.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I would have been doing. That's what
I robbed a lot of people, but I feel like I got my karma in life for it.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
When you know, it's certain niggas for certain things. When you come here, and I got my slammer with me, it's gonna be, and then when I got my gun with me, I don't do drugs. I started drinking at 25. I'm not even drinking.
You
yet.
just sober and horny.
I'm sober and horny. I'm drinking water, and I got my gun with me, big ass 4.5. So, and then
Yeah,
you know,
you're
I'm
gonna
a
be
gang.
right.
I'm
You're
from
walking
gang
out the
culture. So you know, I'm from gang culture. So my mentality is different than
You
a lot of
extra
other
alert.
stuff. I'm extra alert and I'm extra aggressive. You know me.
Yeah. Especially at that time.
But
nothing in my mind ever said, "Let me go on the website and
I
purchase some
always-
pussy." Like
Most times, I always been a wolf in sheep clothing. So, you know what I'm saying? I play it a certain way until you know me. I'm really aggressive. So, being that I'm really aggressive,
I could tell you're aggressive.
you can tell
I don't even
that.
gotta know you. I can tell her.
and you know what I mean? But I just try not to be aggressive with women. You will understand the man you with. Somebody gonna get killed if somebody coming in here. Then I'm gonna die for stupid shit.
All right, okay. So,
Oh, shit,
Fools.
killing.
so your first experience Backpage, you gotta tell us about how it went. Like,
Yeah, I'll tell you about it, and then we'll get off that topic because I don't want people to think
We waiting
that-
for you
Nah,
to go to the
we-
next
That's
topic
fine.
about the shooting.
Well, he wanted to come on to it.
I wanted to
wanted to
ask about the
open up
porn,
the-
but then that opened up the
We didn't even
Backpage.
get to the porn yet. Because,
Right,
Yeah.
so
Like,
I just had
actually,
one
the
light
porn came
question.
more so after the shooting.
So,
Yeah.
You gotta this.
we
This
just
this
spill the whole story
This
then,
is
or-
your story, right? So I can't tell your story for you.
You
If
can
I ask you a
summarize
question,
and cut some of the fat
right.
off.
So if I ask you a question, you put in the order it's supposed to be in. I don't know the order. You know the order.
Okay. Well, all right. So he wants to know about the Backpage shit. So yeah, so the first day I'm sitting there, all these girls are on the bed. You know, I got the vibe like people are looking at me like they don't know what this bitch don't know what's going on type of shit. And I
Gotcha.
really didn't know what was going on. That's why I was like pay extra attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
it put me
right,
quick
right.
on what was happening.
It was more of a teaching moment first.
Yeah, and the room was only like this big type of thing. It's 2 beds. There's a desk over there. He sits down at the computer, and I sit on the bed right behind the desk where I could see the computer screen type of thing. I have my little flip phone type of joint in my hand. And I'm back in the day. So, and I'm looking at the site he goes to, and I see Backpage. I said, "Oh, okay, this is a website. All right, that's what Backpage is."
Oh, you done cut out the middle bit.
So yeah, so I type in my phone in the text joint the website, and then I see what he's doing and how he's like making my profile and shit, and I do the same thing. I put all that in my text or whatever the info that he's putting in there. So boom, I hustled with him through the whole night. He wanted 30%.
Because you definitely pay attention to detail. Because I peeped what you did when you signing the NDA. You was taking pictures of it.
Oh yeah.
You reading on your own time.
I'm a very smart businesswoman.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So yeah, I had to give him 30% that night, but every person that I had met gave me a nice tip. A few hundred, you know, like 300 to 500 type of shit. And I would hide it in my hair. I put my hair up in a ponytail.
Are you was on it? You sure this your first night? You sure this your first night?
Right. So I pretty much the 30% I had to give him, I was making up for in tips type of shit.
Got you.
So I seen a few people made quick 3,000 to 4,000, and the next morning I was like, yo, I gotta go home. I got a newborn at home. Dipped, and I went home and I made my own ad. Went on
So he wasn't trying to like keep you. You know, a lot of pimps.
He was trying to keep me, yeah, and well, not aggressively like that or whatever. It wasn't no like you gotta be with me type of shit. It was never none of that. The very first time was pretty much the only time I really hustled under him and gave him money like that. I created my own ad the next day. I went out and did it again, got all my own money, but I went to the same hotel where he was tricking bitches out.
That's not smart.
And that wasn't. I didn't know that thing.
Yeah, hell no.
The same girl who like put me onto him, she ended up like a few months down the road setting me up for him or whatever and getting me robbed. Thankfully I didn't get beat up. It was no crazy shit like that, but I had like 2,500, 3,000 just in my purse. Fell asleep with her in the room. No, I fell asleep with her in the room, woke up, all my shit was gone. So
and you never seen her again?
Yeah, and him, well, I did see her again. She tried to act like it ain't had nothing to do with her.
Why you beat up?
I don't know. I guess I don't know why I didn't beat her up. Because it wasn't a face-to-face, like I just seen you. I woke up and it was gone. And there was a guy also there that night that she had come through that was chilling with her. So it was like, when I see who somebody is, I just cut my ties with them.
I think that you looked at it wrong, right? I think that you should have did what he did, right? But hired someone. So opposed not be with him, right? After you figured out what he did. Hire somebody, tell somebody you will give them 10%.
Like security?
It's like security. And have them watch you. I think that would have made your business run smoother. Because I know women that do it because now they turn into madams. I know women that turn into madams.
Eventually I turned into that.
To a madam. So now you got 3 girls instead of just you.
There was no giving nobody 10% for me because I ended up, at one point I had 8 girls.
Huh?
Yeah.
Fuck you talking about?
Nah, I was doing that shit deep. From Florida to Georgia to
and you pay somebody
up the coast.
Pay somebody. So can we get into that or no? We can't get into that.
I don't want to get too deep into it because it's going to be written about in my next book.
Right, okay.
I want to keep some of it shock value.
Got you.
Okay. Stay tuned and read her book if you want.
I'm talking multiple phones, multiple bitches, multiple cars. It wasn't no flying out bitches because some girls don't have no ID. So,
so look. I want to revisit the porn for like 1 minute, and then I want to get past that. I want to go to this you getting shot because that's the exciting part. This is what the people want to hear. I'm just keeping it real.
Let's go to me being shot first because
let's go to you being
shot was before.
Yeah, so let's go you being shot first.
All right.
Because look, this is what people don't understand. That helped me before through jail. We had guests up here a couple weeks ago. I don't want to say their names, right? They did their numbers, and they was like, I guess because they religion, they was kind of like pedaling back on things. They didn't really. They was talking about it, but not talking about it back and forth, right? And they was like, damn. When I hold them in the back, and they like, damn, I should have spoke about it because now people can find anything on the internet.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So being the authentic version of you.
Absolutely.
All right, for clip purposes, fuck all the small talk.
Again?
How the fuck did you get shot, man?
All right. So basically, before I got shot, I actually got stabbed. By 2 different people.
That shit hurt.
That I was dating out of Philadelphia. I was dating one man at one point, tried to break up with him. He was actually drunk off tequila.
This is why you don't drink it?
Nah, I don't like how it smells.
You sure you don't want no tequila while you talk about this conversation?
But yeah, we fell out that night. I tried to, just be like, yo, go to the couch and we'll talk about this tomorrow. He wanted to aggress the situation. DMX's baby mom, Pebbles Jackson, fucking cut ass bitch, was actually there with her kids. We had just threw a party that night. And yeah, they couldn't let shit chill until the next day until everybody was sober. Conversation escalated into an argument. I asked them to both get the fuck out of my house. The party was over. You know what I mean? They were supposed to stay the night. And they weren't settling for getting the fuck out of my house. They wanted to keep arguing and shit. At one point, it was like I was cornered in the damn kitchen. He had a gun. I had my gun. I managed at one point to get both of our guns and say, I stuck them in the oven. So they weren't at hand's reach for anybody. But when the argument kept going back and forth, and I was like, I did say to him, I was like, if you don't get the fuck out, I'm just going to go ahead and call the police. Because my kids were upstairs sleeping. I had to remove them.
How many kids you got? 1 or 2?
Shit. I got 3.
You got 3 kids, okay.
But at the time, 2 were home.
Got you.
So yeah, I moved my kids to the basement. Like, yo, lock the door, stay down there, don't come out and shit, because all the kids are up at this point. And when I said the words that I'm about to call
All
the
your
police,
kids have black.
yeah.
Dr. Umar, love you. Go ahead.
Stupid. When I said the words that I was gonna call the police, he took a knife out of the butcher block and stabbed me once here and then once in the side. All my intestines came out my left side. They had to like open me up completely to put
Oh my
everything back
God.
in. Right. So I had already went through. I say that to say that I had already went through a really crazy relationship. with
How many
traumatic
years
shit.
prior before that?
This was a year prior to getting shot, basically.
So you was only a hit
A
recovery?
year single and recovered, right? And I was
Remember that happened to Buck? Buck had to get the shit all zipped up.
Yeah, that's what they had to do to me. They opened it all the way up and shit, and pulled my intestines back in. My kids actually saved my life, my two oldest. And fast forward, I'm single for a year. I relocate, move, chilling. COVID hits. I meet somebody else, and seems like a good dude. You know, there for me, type of thing. We end up moving in together quickly. Was good to my kids. And then I would find just
That
little
pussy must be
shit.
good, by the way. Oh no, that nigga moved in.
I was thinking it.
He moved you right. I'm playing with you.
I really don't talk too much about the stabbing thing, because that's, people assume that, oh, she must be the problem because she's had this happen to her multiple times, type of thing. But it truly is a situation that, like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm a very good woman to that man. You know what I mean? Like, I cook, I clean, all that shit while I'm still out here hustling, being a good mom, making sure every little thing, like, I'm on point with all that I do in my day. I'm not just on the fucking couch watching TV doing nothing.
Right.
So
Pulling your weight.
yeah, I'm definitely handling my weight, and I expect my man to also. And I got that got fucking 1 million.
Must-
You got that got 1
I got 1
million.
million.
1 million.
Yes. So
I see that.
when a motherfucker lose me, they have a problem with that, and I get it. But apparently, the last one I signed up to death row with this motherfucker because I'm still being stalked and harassed from prison.
Now?
Yeah, to this day.
So go ahead. So now you there, you're at the house, you doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So bring us to the moment you about to get
I
shot.
find out that he's like, he wants me to like leave the lifestyle because I had just kind of like, I got my best friend into porn, right? We used to hustle together. I got her into porn. She moved down to Miami, Kiki, Cloud.
I thought you got shot before porn.
No, I did. So I'm getting there. So I got my best friend into porn, right? So I had that door open to where I could go into that if I wanted. I end up leaving dude because I find out he's cheating with all these different bitches. And my thing is like, we could have threesomes together, but if you're going to be doing shit in private and all that secret shit and lying in my face, like, just keep it fucking real. I don't like a liar, right?
I'd have kept it real.
He couldn't do that. He was just doing weird shit. So I was like, no. I actually ended up getting pregnant by him. And the same day that I found out I was pregnant, I found out he was still talking to his ex-girlfriend. I had cameras in my house. I was able to hear the audio and shit. And it wasn't just like, all right, you fucking with this bitch on the side, but you still holding shit down. He was talking shit about me to her. And I'm like, if you're going to be doing some shit behind my back,
You ain't got a dirty Mac.
You don't down your bitch that's at home holding
Nigga
shit down.
dirty Mackin'.
Right. And he was straight dogging me.
Nigga dirty Mackin' to a side bitch.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
get like that?
I was like, I'm not with that
She
shit.
said it
So
get like that.
I told him I was going to get an abortion. And this was the first time that he ever, like, hit me and shit. Yeah, he straight punched me in the face. I was trying to pack my bag and leave because he was arguing and shit. We were in my house. And he didn't want to go. So I was like, fuck it. I'll go. I'm not fucking with you. I'm going somewhere for the weekend or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Packing my shit, bop me upside the face, right? I had to swollen my shit up. I couldn't go nowhere. So he looking crazy.
You serious, man? Like clothes?
I'm dead ass serious. Yes, punch me in my shit. I have pictures of all my shit. Still to this day.
Can you send it to me? Can we post it? No.
This nigga
Christ,
crazy.
I've never shown none of my
This
shit.
guy's
It's
crazy. Yeah.
We trying to get the
It's
exclusive. We trying to get the
bad.
exclusive.
It's bad. I don't know about
This
that.
would be like a little 30
I might
second,
keep
little
the
5 second.
exclusive for Uncut Confessions.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So he bopped you in your face.
He bopped me in my face.
You
right?
couldn't go nowhere.
Couldn't go nowhere and shit. I heal up for a couple weeks. During that time, he's buying my love bag, all this type of shit, right?
Bags and all.
Yeah, everything.
Flowers and
So we
everything,
take
candy.
trips, all that shit. So, boom, I stayed, right? We argued some more. I did get the abortion the first time. I stayed. We were together a couple more months, and he was swearing to change. He went to a counselor, all this bullshit. I'm gonna go talk to the lady. You know, that's the famous
Yeah,
fucking.
I talked to the lady a
talked to the
couple
lady.
times, man.
Yeah, all right. Stupid. So he's still doing the same shit. I find out, boom, he's doing all kind of crazy shit, right? So I try to leave him again. I find out I'm pregnant again when I try to leave this motherfucker. This time when I say I'm gonna get an abortion, he's not having that shit. If I'm gonna kill the baby, he gonna kill me type of shit. And that's basically what happened. We had fell out into an argument. I managed to get him out my crib or whatever. I was still pregnant. It rocked for like a week. He shows up to the house to get some of his stuff, wants to just talk to me and try to make shit better. We sit down on the couch. He's over there like you are, and I'm over here. And he said something, and I said something back to piss him off because he was already talking nasty to me. And I said some shit back to him about one of his friends. I will admit that. I said, because he was fucking all these bitches. I said, y'all, I should fuck. I knew one of his friends before I ever knew him, right?
Did you fuck him or?
I did fuck his friend, but I never knew them together. I never met him through him. Man. His friend was a client of mine. Let me say like that back when I used to hustle. This was like 10 years ago.
Okay. Backpage days.
He booked me back then. Yeah, well, it wasn't quite Backpage, but
right after.
Something like that. So he found out the homie used to book me back in the day.
The homie?
Like, yeah. And was like feeling some type of way. But I was like, yo, I've never seen him or done nothing since I met you. I didn't even know you. Never met you through him. Like, this is totally different years.
It was
we
his
didn't even know
pride.
each other.
His pride was in it.
His pride was in the way. So when he made the comment, I made the comment about, oh, I'll go fuck your friend.
Oh,
shit,
man,
right?
you on some bull.
I did say some nasty shit, yeah.
You had to get right back. He's like, I know I cheated, but you ain't had to get like that. You had to do me like that.
So he stood up off the couch, and I never seen him with a gun before this moment, and he pulled his shit out his waistband and came over and bopped me right in the fucking face and broke my cheekbone.
With the pistol?
With the pistol. Broke my cheekbone, broke my eye socket, all that. Like, all my face is fillers. This is like reconstructed and shit, yes. Fucked my shit up. You can still see a little scar over here.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah.
So that had me like, I had to literally, he had me at gunpoint for an hour. Look at you, tripping.
Hey, wild.
Slipping over
he
here.
usually the nigga that be like, that's him.
Y'all was rushing me.
Had me at gunpoint for an hour though, right? And was standing there like contemplating, should he shoot me? I had asked him and begged him like to call somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I was literally praying out loud, like, God, if you're taking me right now, like, take care of my kids. I know I love them and shit. Yeah, and he's literally right here, and I'm sweating. I'm so hot because all my shit is broken. Blood's coming to my face, and I feel like I'm 200 degrees, and I'm just begging him, like, please just. And at one point, it was so long, hours coming up. I'm like, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me. And I just started praying and screaming to God, like, God, just please forgive me for my sins. Like, that's all I could do was just pray. And I was praying louder and louder, and I kept getting louder. And finally, he picks his phone up and he calls his sister. His sister's on the other line, says to both of us on speakerphone, y'all always got some bullshit going on. I don't want to even get involved with this. Fuck y'all. Whatever y'all got going on, figure it out. Hangs up the phone while he's got the gun in my face and just pissing with me.
Did he say I got the gun in her face?
I told her. Please tell him something. He got the gun. I'm like fucking begging her. You know what I'm saying? Hangs up and shit.
She probably don't even believe it neither. She probably like, that nigga ain't about to be.
Yeah, so I beg him again, like, please call somebody else. And he does. He calls his friend, and he answers, and his friend had a good enough mind to be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need to get out of there right now. You already did this much damage. Don't do nothing else. Just go. Just leave. And I had to like convince him, like, yo, I'm not gonna call the cops. Just go. I won't say nothing. And he left. He ran out the house. And I drove myself to the fucking emergency room, like, out one eye. Shit was crazy. I went in there looking crazy, you know what I mean? And they seen that, like, yo, somebody, like, battered this woman on top of other shit. When he punched me in the face, the shit was blood vesseled up. I had a damn clot. Like, so they had, you know, kind of like a history already. And I told the police or in the hospital what his name was and shit. They went and arrested him. They found the gun, all of that, and they let him get bail the next day.
You joking?
I swear to God, Philadelphia for you. Let him get bail the next day. So about a month goes by. He's blowing me up, wants to get back together, still trying to swear he's sorry. I want to marry you. Even at one point, came to my gym when I was working out and had a ring. Still got the ring.
This nigga crazy.
All kind of shit.
Still got the ring.
You accepted it. You took the ring.
I took the ring. You fucking right. All this damage you caused him, because a couple days before, he pulled up to my crib because I wasn't responding to him at all. I wasn't saying nothing. He dumped a bunch of trash cans all over my Range Rover.
This nigga nuts.
Then he kicked a bunch of dents inside of my fucking door. Yeah, it was crazy. So I was
my wife don't never.
Tender nigga.
I always say I hope my wife don't never try to leave me. I think I might do the same thing.
You might do that shit, right? I get it, you know. but it was a lot. So yeah, it was like 2 weeks after he came up with the ring type of thing. I had the ring. I was like still trying to figure out, what do I do? 'Cause this motherfucker crazy. Do I try to see this shit can be fixed? And
No,
say,
nigga, leave this nigga.
what
This
the
nigga's
fuck
a
I do,
nut.
right? But I went ghost on him. That's what I
Are
decided
you still
to do.
pregnant at this time?
Genius.
I'm still pregnant at the time.
How many months? 3 months.
Early. She gotta be early pregnant.
2.5
Yeah.
type shit. Yeah.
Enough
Between
time
2
to
and
go
3.
in.
Yeah. So I start egging him. I'm ghosting him, but I ain't answered for like a week on the phone at all. Not saying shit. He knows my whole routine because we live together. Followed me after I took my kids to school. Followed me to the gym. I guess waited outside or whatever. Followed me back home. I'm getting out to go walk inside. Open the door. Hear footsteps running up. And there he is and shit. I'm like, I immediately try to like just go the other way. He's like, wait, Kay, I just want to talk to you. And I try to catch out running and boom, he lets off all 9 rounds. 3 hit me in the body.
What?
Yeah.
And he was not one shot.
All 9. And 1 in the chest, 1 in the stomach, 1 in the hip. The 1 in the chest bounced around and it hit a whole bunch of my organs and my colon and stuff when it went down.
Hey, look, Joe. Hey, Joe Button. Look. I'm gonna hit you this week. I know you got the new true crime series. I'm gonna hit Ish and Ice. I'm gonna try to get an update. I'm gonna hit you. I'm serious. He got a new true crime series with Dick Wolf that do the what's the shit, Law and Order. I seen his first episode. He did his first episode this week.
Oh.
And he talking about events that actually happened. I'm gonna swear to God on my kids. When I leave here tonight, I'm gonna text him what you just. I'm gonna send him the link to your book. 'Cause I got the link to your book.
That's some
And
wow
I'm gonna call
shit.
him and I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna see.
That's that. If I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Yeah, that
That's
nigga
exactly what he
sin.
said to me, though.
Because
He literally said that.
I thought he maybe probably blew one at you and then probably hit you by accident because he probably just like, let me try to blow
Younger
something.
me was
I
down.
remember
Yeah.
seeing
The
him,
nigga
like,
blew 9 at her.
The
A little
first
warning
one-
shot.
Hey,
Hey,
one
I'm
shot there,
holding
be
a little
cool.
metal mug, right?
But
And
so
the
how many
first-
times he hit you though? You said what?
Three.
Hit you at?
3 times.
What hit you at?
In the
Chest,
chest, in the stomach,
stomach.
and then in the hip. The 1 in the hip went through my hip bone, broke off a piece of my hip bone, so it's technically broken, but like it's on the outside, so I function fine.
And his sister's still saying you the problem to this day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But he still to this day, 6 years later, is actively sending me emails from the prison, harassing me, stalking me, find out where I bought my house at.
You know where you
That's-
live at now?
Yeah. I have to move before he gets out, but
that shit amazing.
it's been a
man.
lot, he's
Dang.
Philadelphia is not shit. They don't do shit about anything. When he first got locked up, I would tell the DA, "Oh, he's got a cell phone. He's stalking me. He's harassing me. This shit." They flip his cell, take his stuff, put him in confinement, and then it'd be all over again, back to back to back. And each time the threats got worse because now I'm fucking with his jail game. You know what I mean? His prison game of how he's hustling, how he's doing stuff. He's in there.
Wait, so when you got hit, what happened to the baby?
Well, the baby died. Yeah. And when I was in the hospital, the emergency trauma center said to me, like, because I was unconscious when I got in there. I was completely unconscious. And when I came conscious a couple of days later, they were like, do you know you're pregnant? And I was still technically, like, kind of hanging on to that pregnancy at that point. It wasn't officially gone. It was crazy because it just hits me in the stomach and everything, right? Yeah. But all of the painkillers, they literally had me on fentanyl and a fucking drip. I was in the hospital.
Of course, the baby died. They probably killed the baby.
Well,
I'm just saying, like with the medicine, they gave
all the medicine. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Literally, they told me like, when you start getting all these doses of painkillers, I had to have multiple surgeries. I was in the hospital.
I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long journey to like be able to walk again, breathe again, everything. They took a foot of my colon out. So it was a lot, and they told me like, once we give you these medicines, it's gonna make you have an abortion, basically, type of thing, a miscarriage or whatever you want to put it. But I think even if I didn't take the medicine, I don't think my body would have been able to handle that,
So let's transition now. In that position right there where you was at, where was your children at, and where was your parents at? Did you have a conversation? Were they helpful in that
nobody's ever
situation?
asked me that, and I like that you asked me that.
All right.
That's a good question. Actually, my mother, bless her heart, she flew in immediately. She lives in California. She came instantly. She was by my side every day of it.
Real one.
She took work off. I could cry talking about it because I don't actually really talk to my mom much. So
We need that viral moment cry.
yeah, no.
I was joking with it.
She took work off for like 2 months. She helped me relocate, get another house, move, do all the heavy lifting, take care of the kids. I did have a very good babysitter at the time. My kids were younger. Shit, look at you. Damn it.
Hey, you get some tissue out the bathroom, bro. Give her some tissue out the bathroom.
And the babysitter helped a lot. You know, she took the kids for like the first 2 weeks of me being in the hospital, kept them, held them down, took them to school. Didn't expect nothing. It was a blessing. But ultimately, it was my mom. Yeah, she helped
Just
me
take
out.
it, break it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I just want to say you're blessed to still be here. Like
I
that's
am.
a
I'm
lot.
very blessed.
Like that's
Very,
a lot.
I
Like,
consider
damn.
myself to be very protected. I do.
You a fucking superstar too. For the, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what it is, bro. I think a lot of people like don't understand like these platforms that you on right here. And I know you do your own thing because I seen the uncut stuff that you do, right?
Yeah.
I think people do like, cause I know you're gonna do other business, but you do a disservice, in my personal opinion, by not leading with the negative. My personal opinion, I think that right there is the core of who you are. It speaks strength.
It may be, but I don't ever want anybody to look at me and
That ain't how they look at you and
as
who
a
you
pity
are.
party or some shit. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
I ain't
Like,
talking about that. I'm talking about all. I'm not just talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all of it at large.
Yeah,
Everything
it is.
that you know what I'm saying. Look what you just said. You've been through. You left at 16.
Yeah.
Not
And
a
the whole-
pity party. You a warrior.
I was homeless.
Nigga,
at one
across the
point. It was
country.
crazy.
She just said
seen
she said parents in California. She came all the way across
When
the
I left
country.
at 16, I was actually living in Florida, and I left home at 15. I lived in Florida for a year, and then I left with my son's father and came to Philly.
And we
when I
noticed
left,
when
my
she
entire
say
family-
home, not apartment.
They thought I
home.
went to Miami when I left. They didn't.
Right.
And I didn't talk to them for 3 years. It wasn't until I was in the hospital bed giving birth to my son that I called my father for the
Yeah,
first time.
you're not a victim. You're a survivor.
Absolutely.
So, and what I'm telling you is like, you and listen to me, and I'm gonna say this to you. I know you're a white girl, but you lived a black woman experience. 60% of white women, black women that got a similar story as you.
yeah.
Men want to manipulate them, want to make sure they, you know what I mean, they come out and do some crazy stuff,
Right.
and then not only want to be manipulated because you're 15, you're a teenager. You get what I'm saying? They want to get them pregnant and have children, and they did that. And what I'm telling you is that now that you're away from all the manipulators, all of the monsters that was once in your life, you're able to expand. Now, a lot of people probably you probably yourself probably looked at the porn as a bad thing. But what I'm telling you is that I know millionaires. We all know millionaires on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's touching money. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's not like a bad, it's normalized.
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about big contracts, people
think it's
getting
bad.
different spot. I just think that, I don't know, why did you stop doing that? Did the manager happen? Did somebody from someplace happen? Was it somebody on some bullshit? Like, out these people if they are, because obviously it's something. You know, I know something. I'm trying to get you to do it.
Yeah, you do. You must
Yeah.
know something.
I'm a genius. I said calling me. What I talk to you? I
God. He
you
must
see,
know
I know
something.
everybody.
I've never spoken on it.
Listen to me.
Actually.
I know everybody.
Well, okay, aside from the situation that you want me to talk about, I technically stepped away from the actual porn industry and shooting for real companies when I got heavier into doing my own music. I was looking for something to transition from that to something else. And music, it was an open door that came to me. I knew a lot of people.
Got you.
Always loved it, wrote poems and shit all my life. So I walked into that door. And when I did that, I said, okay, I'm not going to shoot for no professional companies, but I'm going to keep it OnlyFans. I did at one point take on a manager for music. And he wanted to kind of help run all of the other areas of my life that were bringing in money.
Right.
And I was like, all right, I have a very full plate. If you can increase what I'm already making,
Why not?
sure, why not? You know what I mean? At first, it seemed like, everything was good and kosher. This manager I met in New York, he actually happened to live down in Florida. And it was like him trying to come back up to New York situation. I live in New Jersey, so me being stupid, I actually haven't had anybody live with me or stay with me since I got shot.
Don't tell me you let your manager come live with you.
It was supposed to literally be a 3-day thing.
Oh my God.
My kids stayed at my sister's house. They were never supposed to meet him.
Do you remember me asking, how old is your oldest child?
15.
Oh, you got a big boy.
Yeah.
Boy, is it a boy or girl?
Boy, my son is
That
my
was
only
a
son.
guess. I
He's
didn't
the
know
oldest.
about that.
And I got a 9 and a 13-year-old daughter.
Oh yeah, so look, my you got to help me out. My oldest is about to be 13, and my youngest is about to be 11. You know what I mean? They coming to teenager. You know that shit be
They
wacky.
think they're grown as shit.
Yeah,
the
they think they the
hormones,
big
all
dogs.
that. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Know how you
But
feel.
go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. What was I at?
You said that you
came
let him move in for 3 days.
days.
He supposed to
For
be
3 days, yes. And because he supposedly had somewhere to stay there. So I was like, all right, bet you make a pit stop here, stay for 2 or 3 days. We're gonna hit some work and get. I had a function that I had to go to down in DC. So I was like, all right, we'll backtrack down there to work out. My kids were never supposed to meet him and shit.
And this is a man.
A man, yeah.
And I didn't hear her say that. I didn't know this was a man.
Yeah, so, and then apparently wherever he was supposed to be going to stay with whatever family member he had previously, shit fell through. Somebody else moved in. He had nowhere to go, nowhere to stay, blase squaze. Turned into a whole situation where he ended up staying there for a couple weeks. Week 2, we get pulled over, and apparently he got a warrant down in Virginia. They take his ass to jail, and I'm like, fuck.
And he's a masculine man, or he's like,
He presented himself like a masculine man, you know what I'm saying?
Presented himself.
what does that mean?
Himself that way. When things started to progress after he went to jail, I held him down. It was only a couple weeks situation. He got transferred from New Jersey down to Virginia and shit. He didn't have no family in anywhere, so I'm like, all right, let me try to at least be a good friend. We still making plans on the back end when he gets out for music and all the shit we got going on.
He didn't have no money neither.
Well, apparently he made it to, he made it seem like he had this and that job set up and meetings and work shit that was supposed to go down. But the time that he got locked up, he lost all those opportunities for those couple weeks because he wasn't present, type of thing.
That nigga's a genius. He's a scammer.
So he came out, right? And he's like, during this point, now we starting to talk and shit's getting a little bit more personal. He comes out and he now wants to have a relationship on top of the management shit. Oh, I'm already staying here.
Yeah, had sex prior
we start-
before this? You had sex before this?
We did, right before he went to jail, yes.
Gotcha.
Right.
Because he was staying in your house.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that could make
Yeah,
sense.
shit ended up going that way. So
Yeah.
I tied the two, which I would never ever do again, and I never have done before. And he had access to a lot of my shit because all my accounts where I was putting things, not my bank accounts, let me make that clear, none of my bank accounts, but accounts where I was putting things out like my OnlyFans or all of my music shit, the podcasts I had created at the time. He had logins and access to everything, including names, like when I licensed my names for my companies and shit.
Are you a Pisces?
I'm a Taurus.
He a Taurus too. That's just crazy that you allow this to happen. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've never allowed this to happen, and I've been single for 6 years now. So
This nigga want control of everything.
it was, yeah, you fucking right. Because listen, life just flows better that way. I get it. So
Hey, Taurus.
yeah. So
May 20th, I think is on.
I told him pretty much instantly after jail, like, look, I've never been in a relationship with a man who doesn't hold down financial shit. Every man I ever wanted to be with me, wanted to live with me, didn't want me doing no crazy shit on the side. They wanted me home. They wanted to handle shit like a man.
With men.
You feel me? Yeah, and that's how I was raised too by my father, to like, you get with a provider, even if you're making your own money, not to just sit on the couch and be a lazy bitch, but a man should be holding the house down. We had this conversation. He's supposed to be putting this and that in order and shit. And it seemed very quickly within 1 month that like, you're making no efforts to do nothing, and I don't got time to waste because I already handled my
Wasn't he
entire
in jail
life.
though?
No, he came out. He came out for like 2-3 weeks, right? And then he's there for like the next month, and this
Gotcha.
is all going down and shit.
So after 2 or 3 weeks, he comes home.
He comes home. A month passes, he's there, and I'm noticing a lot of broke fucking tendencies. I'm paying for every fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of shit. And then I'm like, I'm already handling 100% of my own bills, my own life. Efforts aren't getting made. Things aren't changing. I'm not one to let a year pass and all that shit. Like,
He don't got nothing on the rent though.
nothing. Shit was like, I was like, no, this is not going down, right? And I had forgot to pay a fucking bill. Because sometimes I'll just like let that shit go a couple months. Pay
Yeah,
a few
absolutely.
months
We
at
all do
once.
that.
Right.
Yeah, that's real.
Forgot to pay the water bill.
You a
I'll
black
say that
person.
shit because
You a
we
black
all
person.
we all been through it, right? Forget to pay a fucking bill, something gets cut off, boom, you call them, cut the shit right back on. So I'm like, let me see what happens. First of all, I didn't know I didn't pay the fucking bill. Me, him, my son, we all go to the basketball courts. Son's working, doing some training and shit. Come
He
home.
working.
He's my doing training for basketball.
Your son working and he not working. This is
Not working, but ball training. You know, my son.
Now I
plays
got
ball.
you. And I'm saying, and this nigga is in there
And he's actually the one who took us to this trainer and was like trying to get me to take on this new trainer for my son when I already spent mad money on his sports, right? All these different teams. He's like, oh, take on this trainer, da da da. And the trainer says the price at the end. And I'm looking like, okay, so he gonna take up this bill because he's, you know, he introduced us, took us here, all this type of shit. No, he was waiting on me to take up that bill or whatever. So all this bullshit in one day, I'm like, why the fuck you bring me here? And this wasn't something you was about to foot the bill for. I'm already footing enough bills. You know what I mean? Like, I got enough on my plate already.
Right. And my son got a trainer already.
Right. You want me to come out here and spend $800 on a trainer, and we ain't even discuss what $800 are you putting into the house and shit. You feel me? So we get into the house, and the fucking water is off. My son need to take a shower. He's sweaty as hell. My kids have only ever known provider men around me when they have met men, you know, the very few times. My son looks at me, and I'm sitting outside because, like, dude's in the house doing whatever the fuck he's doing, and I'm outside, like...
That nigga on the game, like...
No, he wasn't on the game. He was on his phone or doing some shit, right? He claimed that he was trying to get some money moved from some bullshit, whatever. It's going to take a couple days. Motherfucker, I don't got a couple days. Like, the shit was back on the same day. I ended up paying it myself, but the point was that my son literally came outside, looked at me, and was like, Mom, why the fuck is this guy? He can cuss. He said, hell, why the hell is this guy staying here if the water's cut off? He's not helping you pay no bills. And I said, you know what, son? You're going to go to your aunt's house for the night. You're going to take a shower over there. You're going to stay the night over there.
Oh, you got a sister?
And when you come home, he ain't going to be here. Yeah.
You got a real sister?
Yeah, a real sister.
Blood. Jersey. I'm saying she in Jersey too?
Water.
This guy's crazy.
I'm just saying, you know, people.
She is in Jersey now. I've relocated her from Oregon.
Got you.
Oregon is crazy.
She got her own
random.
place now. She's doing
You look
good.
like that rapper from Oregon. It's this white lady that's a rapper that's fire. She from Oregon. I forgot her name, but y'all look alike. I'm gonna forget her name. She popping too. She crazy. But go ahead.
Okay. I don't know where I was at. Let me see.
There's something
You know where you was at. Your son, you wanted to go to your
at his
to her
house.
aunt's
Yeah,
house.
so I was like, when you come home tomorrow, you ain't gonna have to worry about that. He ain't gonna be here. And I literally went inside after my kids left, my sister. I went inside and I didn't know I'm not gonna hold you. Like, this is the first time I actually said this out loud. Cause I don't talk about my shit with nobody. I don't have anybody I could just call so shit's going down. I just keep it to myself and keep it pushing. I didn't know how it was gonna go because he is a fit man. He is taller than me. He's been in the army, and I don't, you know, he had shit with his baby mom going on, which is why he had the whole warrant or whatever. So I didn't know if he was going to get aggressive, me trying to tell him he had to leave and go stay at his mom's way up in New York. She lives in these little apartments. She's older and stuff. So it was like, I didn't know if how he was going to react. And the last two people I had been with,
They did some nuts
tried
shit.
to kill me when I tried to leave him. So I was like, I didn't know if he was going to, you know, get crazy and shit. So before I said anything to him, I went downstairs, got my shit,
Your gun.
got strapped right quick. And I didn't like pop it in my hand or, you know, scare him or nothing. I had it in my holster under my shirt where he couldn't see, because I never showed him or anybody else. Nobody's ever seen my shit. Because I feel like if I ever got to pull it and you got to see it, I'm going to use it.
You got to.
Yeah. Nobody don't know what the color is, nothing, what I got, nothing. Not even nobody. My kids, nobody. Like me, that's it. So I kept that shit hidden because I didn't want him to feel threatened and then try to get aggressive also. And he took it actually pretty well. I was like, you know, I have a lot on my plate, and I expect when you come into my situation, I expect for you to make this plate a little bit less.
So at least you
And
had
right
emotional
now-
intelligence than to leave.
Yeah, I said right now you don't have the capability to lessen my plate and my load, so it's unfair to me that I'm bearing all this weight by myself and we just got together. I said, so we got to take a break. We can try to keep the business still flowing in between, but I need to take you to somebody up in New York tonight. Tonight. You got to go get your stuff together right now, and when my kids come home tomorrow, you can't be here. And my heart was racing. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was about to happen, but he was like, all right. And he went downstairs and started packing all his shit. And I put him in my car, drove his ass up to New York, took him to his mom's house, helped him unload the
So
shit.
you respected it. You respected
He
the
respected
breakup.
it. It was peaceful.
And you respected it.
Yeah, we both respected it. It was peaceful at first. And it never got crazy physically. But over the next couple weeks, it got crazy because I was trying to let the music work shit still flow. Mm-hmm. And he had access to all my shit. So when I did,
You should have changed your passwords and everything
I
before
was
he even
changing
got
a
to
whole
it.
bunch of shit, but everything happened on the whim. You know what I mean? When I like told him to leave, I changed a few things, but I was still trying to keep business going. Cause I'm like, all right, he got a sensible mind. He let the shit separate or whatever it is, what it is. When we had licensed my show, cause I had a podcast I was starting at the time, and licensed some names and stuff like that for it. I gave him my debit card. I said, here, go pay for it. I paid for the shit, but he made the login to his email and his password. So he locked me out of all my shit when things weren't going his way. And because he was still trying to get back with me over the next couple weeks.
That nigga is wild.
So when it wasn't going his way, he locked me out of all my shit, tried to take over my shit. It was crazy. He tried to tell my music engineer not to work with me no more because I'm not under him no more. All kind of shit. It was bad to the point he met some new girl, had her make a diss song about me. I'm like, literally the same time Cardi B drops her diss album.
I seen you
I'm
drop
like,
a diss about a joint. I seen you drop a diss about a joint.
Yeah, I dropped some shit back.
Or you dissed the back.
She dissed the back.
She took her shit down. I saw it. I don't give a fuck. Like, rotten hell.
Your joint's still on your page. I seen it.
Yeah.
All at the end of it. This is like the beginning of the page now. I guess whatever before that. So so he took down all the porn stuff, everything. He took.
Oh, he got my OnlyFans deleted because he knew how I was doing some backdoor shit on OnlyFans, right? So when you post content with somebody and there's another face and more than one in there, they can detect it on AI. And you're supposed to tag a page automatically when you have more than one person. So a lot of people that I would do stuff with didn't have those pages for me to tag them. So I had a backup page. I had a main page that people had to pay to subscribe, and then I had a free page. So I would tag my free page. He went and reported my shit. That's how I was doing it. Yeah, yeah. So now I can't have it.
That nigga's a bitch.
But I was like, everything happens for a reason. This is good.
So now where you at financially? Like, you can't do.
I'm great.
So that didn't stop the motion.
After I got shot, is when I was like, okay, I have that open door for porn. Let me go do that. I went down to Miami. I shot with an agency for a few companies, Bang Bros, Pogged, Bang Bus, shit like that.
Bang Bus is fire.
Yeah.
And my man, relax. I need you to relax.
I know. I'll be simple saying. I seen like a lot of people on Bang Bus. I remember they had the
watching porn.
What's the little dude that look real funny? He like 5'1" or something.
A white guy?
No, he's like Spanish. He like Indian little dude. He's
little alien.
He's like a little alien, little looking dude.
Oh yeah.
He was on that shit. I was like,
like the last year or two, right?
Yeah. Last maybe 2 years he been popping.
I think that's his name, Alien or something.
Alien. So all right, boom. Now, all right, boom. Going past that, right? We going past that. I just seen you recently. You called the police on some lady. She was taking pictures and videos of your vehicles and everything like that. What was that about? Tell us how that happened. Tell us like the start of that story. That was nuts to me when I seen it. So I'm like, why they didn't lock this lady up when I was watching it?
It don't make no sense to me, right? I don't have that big of land down where I bought my house at. So the sidewalk runs.
And it's in Jersey too. Like, so
Jersey.
let's go. She should have been locked up, to me, in my personal opinion.
That, or I mean, at least give her like a, make it valid to where I can make a restraining order. Right. At least. But you literally brushed me off and said this shit was legal. It's the First Amendment that you could take pictures in public, and because this is the grass and that's the sidewalk, and she's standing there and not there over 2 inches.
It's nuts.
It's okay. She can do this. So in May,
that 2 inches is no longer private property.
Huh? No.
So those 2 inches that she's taking is not private property. No. That's public property.
Yep, the sidewalk that runs and leads right to my grass or whatever. But she started this back in May. I was literally, the kids walked out the door to school, standing in my window. I'm drinking some tea, and I'm looking out the window, and this girl starts to walk up. I could see her phone from my window. It's like this close, literally. I'm looking down and I can see her phone, and she pulls up her camera and she turns to my car and she starts snapping pictures. So I opened the door. I said, "Excuse me, why'd you just take a picture of my vehicle?" She tries to act like she can't speak English. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just like the skin. Says she likes the skin. It's just a black truck. I'm like, all right. I said, listen, don't come around here taking pictures like that because that looks a little bit crazy, but all right, go ahead. So she walks back by like all the time around the same time every morning. And my camera's triggered one night recently, the night where all this shit started to happen. And she's outside my house at 4:30 in the morning, taking pictures of my grill, my gazebo, walks a little further down, taking pictures of the bikes the kids left outside the shed. I'm like, bitch, are you trying to case my house up? Like, what the fuck?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. On top of, this dude stalking me in prison still. So I'm like, I don't know if because you know where I live, are you sending people to watch my shit or whatever, right? So initially, what I had posted about on Instagram, it was only about the girl standing outside taking pictures,
taking
right?
pictures. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
An hour before that had happened, there was a silver SUV that pulls up. I live right there at the corner of a four-way. So they pull up, they go around my truck, they pull up to the four-way. I didn't have a camera at my front door, but I had one at two at my side of my house. And you can zoom all the way in and see the front corner of that four-way right there. They pull up like they're going to make a U-turn. Both streets are one way. So you can't make a U-turn and come this way, and you can't go that way because it's a one-way this way. Pull up, curve it like that. Somebody gets out, walks across the front lawn, and like they're coming towards my front door. Car backs up and sits right behind my truck. And there's no other cars parked there. It's my corner,
Like
you know what I'm saying? Both corners and shit. Just sit there, parking behind my truck. Blacked out windows. You couldn't see nothing. No heads moving inside. A different state tag. It wasn't PA or New Jersey. They sit there for 5 minutes. Boom, camera rolling the whole time on the ass. They could see the shit because the whole spotlight puts on the car, on the light right onto the car and shit. 5 minutes goes by. They pull back up. They hit the same U-turn. The person comes and gets back in the car and they pull off. Couldn't get in. This same exact night, I went from my couch to my bed around 11, locked the door. Something woke me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, go make sure the front door is locked. So I don't fuck around when I get that feeling. I'm super spiritual. I get up and I go check.
You gotta do what, you know what I mean?
Came about out the basement, boom, locked the shit up again. It was already locked, but just make sure the house was locked. So it was just an hour after that, around 2 something, that silver SUV pulled up. So I'm like, dang, if my doors wouldn't have been locked, who knows if I would have had a home invasion happen or what. So that's really why I was tripping, because I didn't post the SUV and all that extra details on social media because anybody's watching my shit. But that, on top of her coming back around an hour later, now you out here snapping pictures of shit. Like, you couldn't get in my house to get whatever you thought I had. So now you outside trying to snap pictures of more shit to do what? I don't know what, but...
You don't think... I seen the neighborhood you live in, so I know you live in a nice neighborhood. Do you think, like, do your kids look more black or more white? Or that in between, they might look Spanish.
A heavy Spanish community. So I say they could probably pass as if they were like mixed with black and Spanish or something like that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying to you. It's sometimes, it'd be a race thing in different, communities that you may live in, and it'd be issues because you might be the only white woman with black children. I'm not saying that's the issue.
I wouldn't say that's the issue though, because we do live in like a very diverse neighborhood.
Got you.
We have older white people on both corners that have owned their home for 70 years. So we have a lot of homeowners in that neighborhood, and
to me, it seemed like everything was homeowners.
Yeah, it's never been no issues. Honestly, even the Citizens app, we don't get any alerts at all.
And how long you been there?
Been there for 3 years.
Got you.
So this shit was just like random, and I've been looking for her for like that last week before the police situation to walk by my house again. And everybody online was like, "Oh, just go straight to the police because you don't know what she's trying to do."
Yeah, because that was a lot.
And the old me was like, run up on a bitch and stomp her, right? So I was really in my feelings last week, like waiting to see the bitch, but I move in and out the house so much, it's like I couldn't catch her. So I'm just sitting down on the couch, and my son's like, Mom. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I get up like in a hurry because of the way he's saying it is like, this is like urgent and shit. I don't talk like that. So I come running across the kitchen. It's the girl. I said, oh, hell no. I'm rushing to throw every damn thing on, grab the phone, grab the keys to the car. And I had like, just in the moment, I had decided what I was going to do literally in that moment. And I was like, all right, I'm going to follow this bitch. I'm going to see where she's going. I'm going to see if she's going to another house or where she's at. Because when shit starts coming up missing, I'm going to know where to find you. So I get in my truck. I bang a few blocks. Everything is one ways, but she's on foot. So I creep behind her for 20 minutes and she didn't even notice. She walks down a few blocks. She's taking pictures of other cars down the whole entire block. Gets to the Dollar General, goes into the smoke shop like a crackhead. And yeah, so when she's in the smoke shop, I'm like, she took forever. And I was like, I wonder if she's seen me because it's going to escalate. She's taking pictures of my shit. So we're following her. Like, I wonder if she's seen me. She's delaying to come out of the store. She stayed in the store for like 10 minutes, like just chilling in the smoke shop. So boom, I call the police. I'm like, oh, this chick who keeps taking pictures of my house, The lady on 911 call was being so rude. She was trying to flip the shit like if I was saying somebody was following me. And I'm like, no, I'm following somebody. But she was like just making me look crazy. So all these cops pull up to the Dollar General parking lot and shit. And I'm like, at this point, she's came out and she starts going down the street.
Right.
I'm like, yo, she's right there. She's right there. She just comes up out of the parking lot when the police pull up behind me. So she don't see the police yet. He's like, all right. So he don't know what's going on. They go bum rushing her. I pull off on him. I'm like, I'm going to follow her regardless if y'all following her or not. I'm after this bitch. Like, so I'm chasing her down, trying to get up close to her again. They come and swarm her. And there's like 8 cars now at this point. A helicopter starts flying over. This shit was ridiculous.
Yeah.
They all hop out the car and surround the girl. She probably pissed herself a little bit. I hope she did.
That probably stopped everybody for anything happening after that, though, right? Nobody took the house after that.
I haven't seen nothing else. I haven't seen the girl.
Yeah, it's probably nothing's gonna happen.
That's what I was hoping, that it would at least scare her. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
probably did.
Bitch, just to know that I see you. You know what I mean? Like, I am watching you. This is a problem. Stop doing that. But yeah, they literally told me that they couldn't do shit. So
all right, this strange topic. So let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. When and if did you get your body done?
Well, I got my body done
After the shooting, the master
multiple
surgery.
times, but I did get it done before the shooting. Did I? Let me think. Did I? I did right before the shooting.
Because remember I told you I seen something earlier.
I never really thought about this. But that's crazy. I was like fresh off the surgery table getting a BBL when I got shot.
That's nuts.
That's nuts, right? That's fucking crazy. So like right before I got pregnant.
Because you don't got a zipper right now.
Well, I have a tattoo that covers it.
That's what I'm saying to you.
My shit looks crazy. I've never shown anybody how my stomach looked. Like both times that happens to me.
I'm telling you, I seen your work.
Wild.
In other words, but I didn't see no.
Yeah, before I got the tattoo to cover it, I mean, I still got a scar there, but I had like 4 surgeries to fix the scar, straighten it out, make it thinner. I did get the BBL before getting shot. Probably like 4 or 5 months before getting shot.
Gotcha.
Over in DIOR.
So
yeah,
what I'm saying, did anybody ever approach you like black people, because we know we different? Oh, you're appropriating the culture. You want to be black. How do you deal with those comments and those conversations? What do you feel like? And also, like, obviously you grew up in a certain area. You know what I mean? What's your take on it? How do you feel about it?
Nobody's ever said anything crazy to my face. But I have had a lot of hate online, of course.
That's what I'm saying. I seen it online.
Yeah, a lot of hate.
I'm asking these questions because I seen these questions online.
Oh, he got his shit together.
I do. I do. I'm not. You feel? I want to be Charlamagne one day. He the GOAT.
But yeah, no, I have received a lot of hate. I just try to kind of ignore this shit. The way I see it is that, if you want to do something to your body to change it and it makes you happy, do it. I don't care. I don't care what nobody thinks, quite honestly. I don't care what nobody thinks about my music, my body, my personality, how I do a damn thing at all.
So what's your thing with black men? Like, there's a lot of black women that's probably mad at you. You know what I mean? Because we could think about it. Like, a lot of women, obviously, we almost equal in numbers when it comes to men and women. You know what I mean? But a lot of men that we are, even that we are equal, they in jail or whatever. You know what I mean? Different spaces, they gay. You know what I mean? It's when it comes to us, our population, as far as being a black man. Do you feel like you choosing black men take away from the black spaces for other black women, right? They may feel some way about that. What's your ideology? I like black men. Did you grow up with black men? How was it when you was younger? Just like, give us the resource. Is it a fetish? Because a lot of times we say, I'm just being honest with you. A lot of people like, oh, white women got black men fetish. That's all I'm asking.
No, I don't have a fetish. Let me just clear that up right quick.
Like, it's something you actually love and live for.
No, I'm not gonna put it that way. I'm not gonna put it that way. Love is love. Let me put it like that. I have dated all cultures.
You dated a white man before?
I have dated a white man before, and he ended up being a serial killer.
Huh?
He ended up being a serial killer.
You serious?
I'm dead ass serious. Listen, I got stories for days.
So look.
We could be here all night.
Look. You're the problem. This is why I'm telling you. Look, you're the problem. You dated a white.
Trying to kill me.
He don't have to try to kill you. You dated a white serial killer, a black, obviously, serial killer that shot you up, and another nigga before that.
But it don't make him serial if they did it for the first time.
Crime of passion.
Yeah, but I'm saying you dealing with niggas that's killers. So what I'm telling you, tell us about the white serial killer. Tell us about who the white serial killer is.
Oh my god, he's actually dead now. His name was Darren Decker. You guys can look this shit up. I've never spoken about this on a podcast, actually.
Oh, now you thought, this is the third time first.
It was in Ocala, Florida. I dated him for like 2 years. He actually bought me a bar. I was running a bar at the time. I met him on Backpage.
What are you, 22 or 21?
I was young as hell. Yeah, I was probably 22, 23, something like that. I only had 2 kids at the time. Yeah, so something like that, 23. And he was older than me. He was probably like 40, 42. He had a woman that he had been with since he was in high school. They had 3 kids together, a house together, all this shit. He had left her. We had got a house together. It was, tried to be together type of shit.
And what was his name?
Darren Decker. I told you that.
I just wanted to
I know
make
you
sure
go
the
Google
mic.
it.
Yeah, Darren Decker.
And turns out that like this whole 2-year period of while we were living together and dating each other, I already knew he was still seeing the wife or girl or whatever behind my back.
You got a bar. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I was still doing my shit or whatever. But
Pull the mic closer to you.
turns out him and
Pull the
her,
mic closer to you.
Oh, mic or something? Oh,
Yeah.
So when I met him, he owned a automobile shop, right? Like fixes cars and all that. The wife helped run it and everything. So I'm like, all right, he got his shit together. He got this business, boom. Then he buys me this one. We get a house together. Seemed like he had all his shit in order. Come to find out, after I left him, it was a couple months after I left him, I get a call from a lawyer. He's in jail. The wife's in jail. They just got arrested for, what do they call them? The pillowcase burglars or some shit like that. They were going to a bunch of different properties all throughout Ocala and home invasion, breaking into people's houses, stealing guns, jewelry, electronics, whatever they can get their hands on it that was value. And when I was dating this man, he used to have like, no lie, I'm not exaggerating, like 200 plus guns in the fucking closet.
You serious?
And they weren't even like put up like collectors or nothing. They were just in boxes, stacked piled. And he told me he was a collector. He was like, oh, I really like guns. When I come across them, I invest, I buy them. I went for the shit. I'm like,
like
all
using
right.
them motherfuckers too.
He was
Sound like this nigga.
They were coming out of people's
Yo,
properties.
He
when
must
was
have been
doing
a
home
tourist. He a
invasion.
tourist?
No, I don't know what the fuck he was. I don't even know.
He's a serial killer. That's what the fuck he was.
Right. So yeah, they were getting the guns and all that shit from these properties. The wife was helping him, I guess, the getaway driver and shit. And he ended up killing 2 people that were home during the home invasions and shit that I guess he was all in and just killed him or something.
Was he doing this while he was with you?
Apparently they were doing this while he was with me.
So he'll go kill some shit
So
and
he
then
had the
come home to
attorney.
you.
Yeah, and I had no idea. Like legit on my kids, on my life, had no idea. And it's the craziest thing that I couldn't see that. But it was a whole nother life he was living with her that, they had a whole nother house, all that shit. So I only ever seen the guns. But yeah, the attorney called me and he was wanting me to testify for him that he was a good man and all this shit. It's like,
fuck
Did
that.
you testify?
absolutely
Hell
not.
no.
Absolutely not. I didn't get involved in that shit.
How many other people he killed?
I don't know, just the 2 that I know of, but he hung himself in jail.
Yeah, because serial killers that killed more than 2 people was like
Probably,
3 or 4
I don't
people.
know. I mean, he was living that life, so you never know.
And he hung himself
That's
in
just
jail.
what he got caught for.
That's the only white man you ever dated?
No, I think I dated a few when I was a teenager.
That was on count. I'm talking about the people you have kids with.
I think that was enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is like, is your preference now black men still?
I dated some Spanish men, some Brazilian men.
Once again,
that
is your
nature.
preference now
I don't
black
have
men?
a preference. I like men that are at least tan complexion. I don't even want to look at myself pale white in the fucking mirror. So it's like, I don't really care what your culture or your nationality or any of that shit
It's
is.
about the person, but you at least be a little darker.
Yeah, I gotta, we gotta vibe. We gotta have a good, but you at least gotta have a tan. Damn.
Yeah, and being that you've been around, so you understand obviously our culture, the black culture. You've been around the culture. Do you feel like that you're a part of the culture?
Yes and no. I could say yes because I have mixed children that I'm still teaching them about their culture on a regular basis.
You can't really teach them about their culture now. Come on, that's crazy.
Not as a lived experience, but I can teach them off of historically of what I've learned and what I know. You know what I mean? And more in a spiritual sense. Let me say it like that because I do practice Santeria. And
you practice what?
Santeria, Afro-Cuban.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
So,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm He laughing. What you gotta say?
Because this is
no.
Yeah.
This
you said you practice what?
He be look. sometimes he be like, then I be getting my bro Louis this intelligent. So
No, the opposite.
Go ahead.
I was thinking the opposite.
So I would say like spiritually and historically, I know a lot about different cultures and ethnicities. I actually I like to study that in my personal time as a hobby. I like to study different cultures, different Bibles, different religions, just to see where everybody in different fields of life are coming from and what they believe in. And through all the things that I've learned, you know, I just try to keep my kids in touch with just what I know, or, you know, historical shit. I can't say like, oh, I'm a black woman, let me teach you how to be a black woman. That's not. My daughter says shit all the time like, Mom, you went and get
You got two daughters and one son?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You got two black daughters and one black son.
Yeah.
What's up with you with all this color stuff, bro? We get it.
This shit matters.
We get it. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's hitting on this hard because of that Courtney girl that's coming out. That's right. Look, you waiting on me to say some crazy shit.
I'm trying to bait you to speak
on.
I'm trying to get it, but she ain't moving forward like I wanted her to move forward. What I'm telling you is this, like, you know, lived experience is different, right? So when mixed kids go to school, it's different than black kids and white kids. Mixed kids are a whole separate situation. Mixed kids go to school. Sometimes people want to be a part of this and then be a part of that, and then they confuse where their identities at and where lie at.
So how was it for you being a mixed kid?
I'm not a mixed kid. You funny.
You is a mixed kid.
I'm Native American and I'm black.
Is that not mixed?
So, it's not mixed because most Native Americans are black. That's a different kind.
But you is mixed. You're from Alaska.
I'm not from Alaska. My father's from Alaska. What I'm telling you is this: that I grew up
mixed
as the black kid, and I lived in Bayonne around white people with no father and no mother. So I was in a foster home. So my experiences were different than most people. I'm not a mixed kid.
You mixed with what?
No. So you live like predominantly you lived in like a white culture type of thing.
The first 10 years, my grandma died in 1990. My grandma died in 98. My mother was in prison. I had to move to Bayonne. I was already 11. I never met a white person in my life until I was 11 years old. I met Lady Kathy. She came. She was my uncle's roommate. I don't want to put a story out. That's his business to tell whatever's going on, whatever. I moved with her because he never lived with. This is my cousin, but I call him my uncle, you know, because he's so many years older than me. I lived with them. She had 4 sons, white sons. One from, if at the time they was 10 years older than me. So if I was 11, he was 21. The other one was a year younger than that. He was 20, 19, and 18. Georgie, we shared rooms. I fought with these men. They fucked me up. So I started telling them they was fucking me up. I took boxing classes. I was already in trouble.
What does that do with mixed kids?
I'm about to go to it. I'm telling you my lived experience.
But not as a mixed child.
Listen to me, I was in a space where white people was prominent in Bayonne at that time in the 90s.
Okay, that's not 90s. Mixed though.
Listen to me, bro. Listen.
You hear me?
Culture that was.
Right, that's
opposite.
You get it. You understand that this nigga don't understand.
You better off asking her about her experience.
I need you to be quiet.
You talking
so I'm talking about I'm trying to get to a place. So I'm talking about.
You're taking the wrong direction.
No, I'm not. You need to
read GPS. Reroute.
Do me a favor. Be quiet. So I'm going from me meeting with these white people, not understanding myself, and trying to grow from there. Now, what I'm telling you, your kids are caught in between 2 different cultures, trying to figure things out, and where did it go from here? How do you help with that? How do you hurt with that?
I would say ultimately, if my kids are between 2 cultures, they would know nothing about a white lifestyle.
Got you.
They literally look at me sometimes and say, "Mom, I forget you're white sometimes." Not trying to like put myself in that place, but I don't cook like a white woman. I keep my house clean like I'm not a white woman.
You ain't making macaroni and cheese in there. You lying. Hey, what is wrong with you? You over here making chicken colors. You ain't making macaroni and cheese.
We gotta see your potato salad first.
We gotta see it. You put raisins and shit.
Hell no. I don't even know who came up with that. I've never been around a white person who does that. Like that's just, I don't know. I don't know where they got that. But
that shit is blasphemy.
Yeah, you know, they grow up in a very cultured house, a spiritual house, and they have their fathers. My son lost his dad, but the girls, their dads have picked up that that slack, you know.
So,
All right, so let's.
how she feel about the nigga words, yeah?
I don't know.
How do
You
I
just
feel
said it
about
a
it?
million times.
Huh?
Yeah, you done said it.
What do you
a
mean? How do
million
I
times.
feel about it?
Like, do you say it?
Do I say it? No. The way that I view it is
Do your kids say it?
no. I think my son.
You lying? Hey, yeah, she lying. No, I
I'm not
can't say
lying.
nigga.
I think my
they
son
mixed.
has said it a time or two around his friends when they like the boys are talking or whatever, but he has the right to say whatever he want to say. You know what I mean?
black.
But,
Type shit.
It's not a word I use on a regular basis, but I do view it.
But you
as,
do use it. Just not on a regular basis.
No. Fuck out of here. Okay.
He trying to trap you up, man.
We gotta have fun.
I view it though, just like when bitches say bitch, right? Bitches are females. I view that as men in general. I don't view that as a color. So
Got
people
you.
say that to a white man. Like in the South, that's how they
You
they
a
refer
genius.
to
You
all
a genius.
men.
That was a good answer.
That's a real answer.
Before we get out of here, let's talk about your music a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't
When
even
did
got there,
when
right?
did you realize you were into music? Did you start off nice? Were you ass? Like, do you write your own shit? Let's talk about
I
music.
started
a little
off letting a bunch of men write for me, which it was cool, but they were writing rap stuff for me, and I wanted to leave kind of straight away from the sexual stuff with all the porn or whatever. So it was like coming into music, and then for one, rapping. I never wanted to rap. I wanted to sing.
You can sing?
Yeah, that's what I do. So I mean, I won't
seen
sit
you
here and
rapping
say
now. All the shit
you
I seen
guys
you
can
sing
think I
rapping.
can sing, but I like to sing. I use it as a form of therapy. So
Okay.
regardless of how anybody feels about it, if they like it or not,
Let's
we'll
get
do
it.
that
Let us
shit.
get it a little note before you.
Yeah, all right.
bit. She needs some auto tune, cuz.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
That's how you.
I do like autotune,
Yeah, that's
like
me too.
but I can sing without autotune.
Let's get a little bit then.
No, we're not doing
That's what I'm saying. Gonna put you on the spot. I give you a way out.
You a singer, singer.
that. You gave me a way out. Yeah, you're right. I need autotune. Okay. So how did I do music? Yeah, so they were writing for me. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to, do all the ass shaking stuff. I'm trying to get out of this lane. And I've always written poems and stuff and write stories. So I just started writing my own music. My actual experiences, what I was going through, painful shit, all that. And it turned out way better.
So if it was a song that you wanted to tell the people, like, yo, you never heard me, listen to this, I know you're gonna be a fan, what song would that be?
Out of what I have out, I would say two of my favorite songs are See Me and Wild Bird.
Wild Bird.
Wild Bird. Yeah. I actually wrote Wild Bird while I was in that whatever you call relationship last year with that person.
With the manager.
Yeah. It was before we came to that point of kind of separating, but I was already in my head like, yo, this gotta give. Something's gotta, and it's kind of basically, it speaks about a person that is in a relationship, a caged bird, but you can still feel like yourself roaming free.
So it's the
I like that title.
Is the preparation for your releases? Is it like what do you think about first? Do you think about the promo first? Do you think about the
You
actual
think
record
about
first?
a lot more, to
what
be
do you-
honest. To be honest, the way that I have released things wasn't very structured. It was just kind of what I felt like putting out at the time. I have over 30 songs ready right now.
Right.
A lot that needs to be released. But I put out a lot last year just to kind of build a catalog for myself so people could have something to see. But now I'm like, all right, let me do this the right way. Let me come up with a strategy. Let me put music videos together.
But you never put out an album yet.
No, I did.
What's the
It's
name of the
called
album?
Pieces of Paris. That's where you can find Wild
Look,
Bird.
this is what I always tell artists, right? I always tell. This is what I had a conversation right with Lemonade. I told her I would love to be her. You know who her is, the singer.
Oh yeah.
Her than anybody else. When she was dropping, took her years to, and then 2017 she finally dropped the project that connected, and it turned into a touring artist just off that project. I would love to be a touring artist and be a mainstream artist. 10,000 people that buy something,
Right.
opposed to 100,000 people that you hope that buy something.
Right.
I think it's
exactly.
different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what's your aim? I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I've had the time I've only been doing music for
2 years type shit.
two going on 3 years. Yeah. So I've had the opportunity to get performances in different places. People have paid me to host and perform here and there.
Right.
some mic drops, stuff like that, get some press runs in, just to kind of build the image of music, because I'm coming from one thing to the next. So I got to build something for people to take me serious. But right now, basically, I'm getting ready to put out an album, probably at the end of the year.
Let me ask you, at this stage in your life and your career, is the money before the opportunity, or right now, you know, you going to, obviously you only been here 2 years on the music, is the opportunity still before the money?
Well, ultimately, even if there is no opportunity or no money, I'm gonna do this because I feel like it's literally therapy. I go into the booth, I'm writing shit I'm actually going through. Instead of me sitting down and talking to somebody about my bullshit and paying a therapist, because that's not, us Tauruses don't rock like that. I'd rather spend my money with an engineer and trying to produce something that's great. If somebody sees it one day and they're like, hey, this girl needs a record deal, or let's buy her album or whatever, you know what I'm saying? However it goes in the future, I'm open to hear those conversations. I would love for it to turn into something that hopefully leaves residuals for my kids and makes me wealthy while I'm still here. But if not, I like it. I love it. I'm still here for it.
Before we get out of here, I got one last question. Not the circles back, but the porn. When you in the moment,
No, we don't do porn.
I gotta ask you this because I need to know. The people need to know. When you doing porn, is it any way to enjoy it with all the cameras around? Was all just acting?
Oh, we done with that.
It's all just acting.
We off of that.
He want to know. Look at her. He like.
Well, you guys can tune in and see me on screen is Uncut Confessions TV. I have a new talk show.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, right? I seen y'all going viral, right? Y'all was like, it like it was about to be a fight on stage on the Uncut joint. Was that planned, or was like I seen you kind of shocked, like you was
No,
kind
it
of
wasn't
shocked?
planned. So basically,
Tell us about that moment.
It's a blend of Jerry Springer, Mari, Dr. Phil type of vibes. We do different interviews. People come in with confessions, beef and drama, and then there's also people that come in with like trials and tribulations, shit they've been through type of thing.
Because she was trying to beat the bitch up. She was talking crazy.
Those two women actually came out. They were best friends for the last 3 years. The one girl thought she was just coming to support the other one for her own interview, and the girl got up on stage and said, you know, I've been best friends with her for the last 3 years, but I brought her here tonight to let her know I've been messing with her man for the last year.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That was nuts.
Yeah, so she was just like in the audience looking at her like, what? And then came up on the stage, and they went at it a couple times. Security got them apart quick, but
now she's standing right there. You was like, your whole face was shot. You was like,
at one point I thought I was gonna get hit with the mic. I was like, hold up. So that situation, I upgraded the mics. The interview guests no longer get handheld mics; they get clip-ons.
they gotta get clip-ons.
Yeah, when mic gets
That was too fucking crazy.
Right.
And I'm happy you did that. Make sure when you want to invite me on. I need to come on.
Come on, I have a show on the 25th, August 25th.
You gotta invite me. You gotta tell me, yo, Louis, I want you to come on this date. I think you'll be great for it.
Let me ask you, do you want to do an interview, or do you just want to be a part of the audience? Because the audience. I want
to do an interview. I'm telling you, like, look, I know you don't understand this about me, right? But I got. Well, once you go back into these, I got amazing stories. I've been a part of a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So we can have a conversation. Right. I really, you know what I'm saying?
Make availability on the 25th. Come be a part of the show. I'll interview
25th of August?
Yeah. It's a Tuesday.
And where's it at? Where's it located?
Right now the venue is in Queens, but I'm looking to get something locked in Manhattan. I should know by the
You got my number. I called you yesterday. I'm a phone talker, so when we leave here, we get up, you text me all the information.
All right. Bet.
All right. It's your main man, PBM Louis.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Beards.
And Bob.
Hold up. It's Paris Banks, too.
That part.